Alright, sorry about that. Alright, here we go. Good evening. I'm very honored to be here with you tonight as we celebrate this very special time in the lives of Susanna, Jessica, Andrew, Hayden, Jeremy, and of course Timmy. Tonight, I bring you a message of hope and a challenge to embrace and celebrate the differences in each of us. Graduation is an exciting time with lots of opportunities that are waiting for you. I would like to share with you my story and how some of those opportunities have changed my life. I graduated from Suffolk High School in 1998. I am the oldest brother to twins Eric and Stephen and my sister Jen. I lived in Davisville with my parents, and I've been an employee of Giants at Riva Festival for 10 years. When I was 19 months old, I had poor muscle tone, poor coordination, did not crawl or walk, spoke only a few words, and had a very poor attention span. I had a hard memory that led to a diagnosis of Williams syndrome, and my parents were told to consider placing me in an institution. Because of my new label and very low information about Williams syndrome, most people had very low expectations for me throughout my school life. I always loved school and the friends that I had in classes. In high school, I had the support of some staff who saw my strengths and interests and encouraged me to challenge myself. I was in the concert and marching bands, wrestled on the JV team, and managed both basketball and baseball teams. I had a great time, but I was not a very focused learner. When I graduated, I avoided reading and writing at all costs. I could read, but my teachers did not feel that I understood what I was reading. Writing was very difficult because I didn't focus long enough to organize my thoughts. Because the label placed on me as a little kid, my teachers were not encouraged to challenge me, and expectations for my future were not very high. The thought of graduating and leaving a very comfortable setting was very scary for both me and my family. Because we planned to move out of the area, I did not receive support services. When I graduated, my exciting life instantly came to a halt. I was lucky to have my brothers and sister who included me in their activities, but it was just not the same as having my own. When we decided to stay in the area, I got my first job at Three Waters, a Thai restaurant, when a former wrestling teammate introduced me to the owner. My job became my life. I didn't have friends that I socialized with or talked to on the phone. I was happy, but I was pretty bored. As I matured and began to focus enough to want to learn and grow, some opportunities came along that changed my life. First of all, my sister gave me a quick lesson on how to use a computer. I had finally learned to focus long enough to benefit from the lesson. Now, I love reading our encyclopedias and searching for more information on the computer every day. I read for both knowledge and for entertainment. It has also helped me to learn to express my thoughts through writing. Just as your teachers have done, my teachers have opened the doors for me to learn, and I was finally ready to use the skills that they had taught me. Today, my computer skills have opened my world through the many contacts I have on Facebook. I realize that there is much to learn and that there are no limits. Then the next opportunity that changed my life was an invitation from a friend to become involved in Special Olympics. Nobody ever mentioned Special Olympics to me while I was in school, and I had no idea that everyone with a disability is wanted and welcomed. I was invited to come to a track practice as a volunteer. I had the time of my life, and at the end of the practice, I couldn't wait to tell my friends or my family that they wanted me on the team. I joined the track team, and for hockey, basketball, soccer, tennis, swimming, powerlifting, duck pin, and 10-pin bowling. I know it's a lot. I was asked what I wanted to do, and they told me, of course, I could do it, and they were there to make it happen. Special Olympics also recognized my love for meeting and talking to people. They invited me to serve on the Athletic Congress, and suddenly, I was challenged to speak for my fellow athletes and express my thoughts in writing. Now, I represent my fellow athletes on Capitol Hill and Annapolis, and I love to use the skills that I used to avoid. Through my sports, I've learned valuable skills that have helped me in my job and my life, like following rules, following directions, being on time, working as a team member, and encouraging others. It has given me the chance to meet many new friends, travel around the state, become involved in my community, and challenged by learning skills. I would have never dreamed I would enjoy speaking in front of a group of people, and those who knew me before graduation would have never dreamed that I could. I mentioned meeting new friends. I feel very fortunate to have met Susanna and her family, Jeremy and his family, and of course Hayden through Special Olympics. Their friendships have been very special to me. The Carrs heard that I was interested in learning about religions of the world and were kind enough to invite me as a guest to events at their synagogue. Their kindness opened the doors to many new friendships in my life. Another very special opportunity that I've had because of the friends that I made through Special Olympics is being able to play lacrosse on the adult lacrosse team that your teacher, Nina Marcelino, has started. I first knew Nina and Paul as my track and field coaches. They introduced adaptive lacrosse as another chance for individuals with almost any disability to do what their peers are doing, and always feel like a winner doing it. I know it's hard to believe that someone in a wheelchair or someone who is almost blind can play lacrosse, but they can. And the feeling you have as a member of that team, knowing you helped make that happen as a fellow teammate, is even better than what some of our peers have experienced. Seeking opportunities to interact in your community will help you make your life after graduation both rich and exciting. Maryland Law Enforcement is a group in our community that has really enriched my life. The Maryland Law Enforcement Torch Run is a year-round effort of law enforcement to raise funds and awareness for all Special Olympics athletes. They not only raise funds to support Special Olympics programs in many ways, but they reach out to the athletes and develop friendships with them in their community. I was recently chosen to work with them for the next 3 years as their athlete ambassador. This is my proudest accomplishment since graduation. Another very special friendship that I have developed in the community as a result of Special Olympics is with my polar bear plunge super plunge partner, Scott Lewis from Sam's Club. Having the chance to meet a leader in our community who gives his valuable time to raise funds to do so much for all my fellow athletes has been a real honor for me. His excitement to do for all of us convinced me to plunge in the cold water 24 times in 24 hours as a super plunger. So you see, getting involved in your community can encourage you to challenge yourself in many ways that you can't even imagine. Through my friends in Special Olympics, I have found out about many social events. There's always something to do if you know where to look. You won't have time to be bored, and you will find that you're wanted and welcome in many places. You will find yourself shopping for a larger calendar. There may be times that your family or friends will have to be your mentor and help make others aware of all of your special gifts and interests. But know that there are others watching, and the doors will open as you grow and mature. So I challenge you to embrace your future and keep your eyes open for all that is out there for you. I hope that you will explore Special Olympics and some of the other opportunities that I have mentioned. You and your families will make lasting friendships, find support and helpful contacts and resources that will enrich your life. I will be happy to introduce you to the groups that I'm in. You'll find that they are looking for you, and you'll be welcomed with open arms. If you take the time to talk to our Special Olympics President and CEO, Jim Schmutz, who you were introduced to this evening, you'll find what an amazing friend he is to all of us athletes, and his desire to include anyone who wants to be involved. You will learn just like I have, that your lives will be changed by his passion for what he does and for who he serves. One last thing. As a tribute to all these graduates that are graduating here tonight, I'd like to share with you a poem that I've chosen to celebrate the many gifts that they bring to all of our lives. I am the child, and the author is unknown. I am the child who cannot talk. You often pity me, I see it in your eyes. You wonder how much I'm aware of, I see that as well. I'm aware of much, whether you are happy or sad or fearful, patient or impatient, full of love and desire, or if you're just doing your duty by me. I marvel at your frustration, knowing mine to be far greater. For I cannot express myself on my knees as you do. You cannot conceive my isolation, so complete it is at times. I do not give to you with clever conversation, cute remarks to be laughed over and repeated. I do not give you answers to your everyday questions, responses over my well-being or sharing my needs, or comments about the world about me. I do not give you rewards as defined by the world standards, great strides in development that you can credit yourself. I do not give you understanding as you know it. What I give you is so much more valuable. I give you instead opportunities. Opportunities to discover the depth of your character, not mine. The depth of your love, your commitment, your patience, and your abilities. I give you the opportunity to explore your spirit more deeply than you can ever imagine possible. I drive you further than you would ever go on your own. Working harder, seeking answers to your many questions with no answers. I am the child who cannot talk. I am the child who cannot walk. The world seems to pass me by. You see the longing in my eyes to get out of this chair, to run around and play like other children. There is much you take for granted. I want the toys on the shelf. I need to go to the bathroom. And oh, I forgot my fork again. I am dependent on you in these ways. My gift to you is to make you more aware of your great future. Your great fortune. Your healthy back and legs, your ability to do for yourself. Sometimes people appear not to notice me, but I always notice them. I feel not so much envy as desire. Desire to stand upright, to put one foot in front of the other, to be independent. I give you answers. I am the child who cannot walk. I am the disabled child. I do not learn easily if you judge me by the world's measuring stick. What I do know is live and enjoy in simple things. I am not burdened as you are with the strides and conflicts of a more complicated life. My gift to you is to grant you the freedom to enjoy things as a child. To teach you how much your arms around me mean. To give you love, I give you the gift of simplicity. I am the child who is mentally impaired. I am the disabled child. I am your teacher if you allow me. I will teach you what is really important in life. I will give you and teach you unconditional love. I give you with my innocent trust my dependency on you. I teach you about forgetting. I teach you about how precious this life is and about not taking things for granted. I teach you about forgetting your own needs and desires and dreams. I teach you giving. But most of all, I teach you hope and faith. I am the disabled child. I would like to wish all the graduates here of 2013 good luck as they continue to grow in whichever direction life may take them. Thank you very much.